Welcome, Bitcoin fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. We recaptured 66,000. How many of you are on the pump watch? We went for 13 hours. Let me know, fam. It was pretty lit. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis, as well as BlackRock's IBIT draws 260 million as Bitcoin ETFs notch the 8th day of inflows. Also, German government was rushing to sell Bitcoin to maximize their liquidity, according to the latest report by Arkham Intelligence, their CEO. We're also going to be discussing the SEC likely to approve the Ethereum ETF applications from BlackRock, Van Eck, and Franklin Templeton this Monday, according to this latest report. We'll also be discussing Trump weighing Bitcoin hater Jamie Dimon for U.S. Treasury. That's right. We'll also be discussing the latest from the high priest, Max Keiser. He wrote, conversely, Bitcoin price keeps heading to $1 million as the devil's fear-based fiat world keeps crumbling. Faith beats fear every time. Preach. I'm also going to be sharing with you a 10 million price prediction from our Kiyosaki, Rich Dad himself, as well as some very bullish predictions from some other major influencers. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. What it do, crypto fam? Make some noise. Shout out to the entire live chat. I appreciate y'all. Y'all were holding it down last night. We streamed for 13 hours straight. How many of you were there? Let me know. Shout out Chandy. Shout out Knox Bill. Shout out James. Shout out JC Ice. We miss you so much last night. Hopefully you got to watch some of the replay. I didn't try sleeping like that again. It was fun. It was strange falling asleep with the headphones, keep listening and barely getting to sleep, waking with the heart attack because part of my own song scared the ish out of me. Oh my God. Rules. No disrespect to the chat. Thanks for the reminder, JC. FYI, we are streaming on 3 platforms right now. We're on X, we're on Rumble, and we're on YouTube. Last night, or this morning as well, we had over 2,500 people on the Pump Watch stream. So it was a success on X, 100%. We also have a live poll going right now. Let me know when you feel $70,000 biddy. Do you think within the next 48 hours this weekend, before the end of July or August? Holla at your boy.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome, crypto fam. We did capture 66,000. We're currently correcting since then. However, we're still doing very well since Friday. It's almost as if the tipping point was the failed Trump assassination. Bitcoin's been pumping ever since. Exactly, facts. Who needs sleep when Shandy is on? JB, did you see I sent you the message? I didn't even get to see that yet. I can always download it during the Q&A later, and we can play it if it's a new video. Let's see what we can do. 60 G's. And shout out Chandy10 Music. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We did pin it in that live chat, family.
60 G's. Buying opportunity for 5th level sexy G's. What do you think, JV? By the biddy. Who cares about a roaring kitty? Boring kitty.
Me, I'm for the bitty. I'm for the nippinator. I'm for Nipsey.
Me, I'm for the bitty. I'm for the nippinator. I'm for Nipsey, not for the weirdo Kit Kat kitty cat. A kitty cat. I'm for stacking the sats. Stack the sats.
And if you guys can repost the stream, I'm going to be streaming live for the next couple of hours. As always, greatly appreciated. We appreciate that. We'll see if we can get a few thousand people on today's stream. Good afternoon, fam. Shout out Guido. I'm for the nippy, the Nipsinator. He's a cute video for CNA to watch. Party jingle, super cute and fun. Well, thank you. You're always hooking it up. We also released a brand new song yesterday, which we premiered on the Pump Watch. Pretty lit.
Ain't no thing, baby. It's a chance to stack those sats.
Wake up, Melda. She's asleep. We got to get her up.
Chance to stack the big T's. Baby, you never heard about me with another coin. Bitcoin.
Yeah, so don't forget there's a live poll towards the end of the stream. I'll be reading the results out loud. I do got a lot to share, so we're just going to dive right in. Welcome, everyone, just joining us again. We're streaming on X, Rumble, and on the Tube. If you guys can repost this with a quote, I'll repost everybody who reposts this, and also be sure to follow you on X. So make that happen throughout the stream. I'll be checking my X account. But if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every day, just like this. Today is pod episode number 1703. I'm your host, JV. It's July 17th, 2024. We had a hell of a pump over the past 5-6 days. We tapped a bottom of 53.5. We're currently still above 64.5. We tapped 66,000 here this morning. So let's kick it off with our market watch, as we do each and every day. Let me pull up Coin 360 right here. You should be able to see on your screen. We have Bitcoin, again, above 64.6, according to Coin 360. XRP is currently up 6%, trading at just under 62 cents. Solana in the red, Ether in the red. A little bit of a pullback, but we've had a hell of a pump. So this is a natural correction, in my humble opinion. And checking out CoinMarketCap.com, the crypto market cap sits at $2.35 trillion with 85 billion worth of volume in the past 24 hours. And we currently have the Bitcoin market cap at 1.27 trillion. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours, we got Injective leading the pack, up 9%, WorldCoin up 9%, and LidoDAO up 8.25%. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for this bull? Let me know in that live chat. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective, I'd say, wow, it's almost like dead even. Roughly 50% of the market in the green, 50% of the market in the red, maybe 60-40 red over green, somewhere about there. And zooming out on the monthly, wow, finally some gainers. Overall, the past 30 days has been very bearish, but we've finally flipped, and safe to say half the market back in the green. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're back in greed at a 69, a divine omen, fam. Yesterday was 65, last week at 28 in fear, and last month at 71. In fact, we tapped extreme fear, and as soon as we had the extreme fear, we pumped, because typically when we hit extreme fear, it's an indicator that we're about to pump, and vice versa. If we hit extreme greed, there's a likelihood of a correction. So there you have it, family. Let me know where you feel the price action is going to take us, most likely for the month of July. And there's also a live poll up right now. I want to know when you feel we smashed the coveted 70 G's and return here to price discovery at 74-ish, right? 73.8 is the current all-time high we tapped mid-March. What up, Guido? What up, McFoofinator? Is WorldCoin the eye scanning project? Yes, it is. Hence why I stay away from it. Did Trump change his stance on Bitcoin because of Jamie Dimon? Seen something on X. We're going to be discussing that, actually. So I have a story pulled up, so stay tuned. Vance and Vivek got to him, both pro BTC. Word. They jump quickly. And JV, need to make sure you know it isn't a new song. It's yesterday's song with a cute... Oh, okay. So you got the music video you put together for yesterday's song. Sounds good. I'm excited to share that. We'll share that later in the stream. It's a pretty lit song, by the way, so looking forward to the video. Ton for Russia and XRP for Germany, Solana in the rest of the world, says Laser Cat.
My mind on my Bitcoin, and my Bitcoin on my mind. 60 G's, a buying opportunity.
How many of you bought the dip? Let me know. ¿Qué pasa, amigo? ¿Qué pasa, Holmes?
Bitcoin. But I don't sweat it, because it's just pathetic to let it get me involved in that sell on the dip crowd, sell on the dip crowd, dip sell, dope sell, no Bitcoin sell. I'm no sellout. Bitcoin. Roger out.
And I appreciate the repost. Eric reposted the stream. Cheers, brother. He wrote, where do you get your updates? There is no second best. Just reposted your repost. Best Crypto Familia, come check it out. Appreciate that, LT. Just reposted yours as well, brother. Best BTC Podcast, thank you, Diana. Diana Joy, greatly appreciate the support. Just reposted your retweet as well. Let's keep it going. We're live. Thank you, JC. I appreciate that. Just reposted your post. And if anyone else, what the F, Jamie Dimon? I know, Jamie Dimon, out of all people. But we'll get to that story. But yeah, if anyone can repost this with a custom quote, I will repost to make sure to be following you as well. And we'll keep doing that throughout the stream. We'll see if we can get a couple of thousand people here live and in the flesh. Welcome everyone to the pod. It's a beautiful day here in Puerto Rico. Extremely hot. I just walked the Nippinator and it's like scorching, but I know it's not as bad as some of you who may be in Vegas or Arizona where it's like 110, feels like 120 degrees in the desert. So it could be worse, but we just chillaxing right now. You got the Nippinator doing what he does best, chilling like a young villain, like a young Krillin from Dragon Ball Z. Shaolin monk style. Always buy the dip. It's like buying when Bitcoin is on sale. Amen. Greg says DXY dropping below support, upward trend line from May 2021. Good for BTC. Let's get it. Golden cross on the bit stamp. K-Jam tagging the fam. Shout out to K-Jammy Jam. Yeah, it was a pretty fun night. We did a 13-hour stream, and if we can pump back above 66, we'll do our next pump watch all the way to 70. 70 is the next logical target. It's a psychological resistance. But without further ado, family, let's dive into today's Bitcoin technical analysis, aka astrology for the broskies. The headline here reads, and we'll also be pulling up the live charts here in a moment. Bitcoin price tag 66,000. Can Bitcoin bulls beat out 100 million of ass? Well, let's discuss it. Here's the one-day chart. Bitcoin hit 66,000 here this morning as sustained bidding helped the bull cement new 4-week highs. Look at those green candles. Pretty sexy. Now, TradingView confirmed Bitcoin reaching 66.1 on Bitstamp after the latest daily close, shaking off the sell-side pressure resulting from the movement of coins tied to defunct exchange Mt. Gox. Bitcoin rebounded to deliver up to 15% gains, then measured from the start of the uptrend, July 12th. That was quick, said Dan Crypto Trades, quoting him here alongside the chart. It'll be key to hold the green zone going forward, but if we do, then I am pretty confident we are back on the upwards trajectory and we will break above this range before the summer ends. And what do we got? A couple more weeks left of summer, right? August, I think summer ends. Resistance on the exchange order books proved to be no hurdle for upwards trajectory. As you can see here, brought to you by CoinGlass. Reacting other traders were equally impressed. However, resistance further towards the all-time highs was of a different class alongside rising open interest. Quoting Credible Crypto, in total, around $100 million of ask above us up to 70,000 here on Binance. Credible added that buyers would still have to step in to propel the market much higher. Quoting them again, ask depth on the books, 2x more thick ATM, I guess at the moment, than the bid depth, should need significant taker bids to chew through this. And we also had SKU, who hoped the limit buyers on the dips would characterize short-term price action going forward, again helping to preserve the week's gains, quoting him here. So far, still seeing limit bids moving up with the price, which is what you want to see in an early uptrend. Now, meanwhile, the Bitcoin price upturn continued to be complemented by increased flows of the U.S. ETFs. For the spot Bitcoin, that is. They saw net inflows of 422 million July 16th, yesterday, according to the United Kingdom-based investment firm Farside, as you can see here. Now, the Bitcoin ETFs are in 2 steps forward mode after 1 step back in June with another 300 million plus yesterday and $1 billion for the week, according to Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas. He also wrote, year-to-date net total, the most IMP number in all of this, has crossed 16 billion for the first time. Our estimate for the first 12 months was 12 to 15 billion. So already cleared that with 6 months left to go. So well ahead of schedule, things going accordingly with the inflows from the ETFs, which have also been driving the market up. Virtually all that Bitcoin, which was dumped by the government of Germany, has been scooped up via the ETFs from the smart money like BlackRock. Now let's check out some of the live chart action. Here's the 1-hour chart, and then we'll work our way back and zoom out. They say when in doubt, just zoom out. But you should be able to see here. Anyways, we're currently above 64,600. This is via Coinbase, via TradingView. This is the 1-hour chart right now. Last 3 hours have been bullish. You can see the 3 candles at the end. Let's zoom out some. We'll check out the 4-hour. You can see on your screen, looking very bullish in my opinion. We did get a couple of red pullbacks, past maybe 8 hours or so, but it's all good. After we tap the current high just above $66,100, we're going to zoom out a little more. We'll check out the 1-day chart. And as you can see here, look how many green consecutive candles we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with an itty bitty red. So we've been bullish for the past 5 days. Again, since the failed assassination attempt on Trump, the entire market has been pumping back in the green. And zooming out a little more, we'll check out the weekly chart. We do have a bullish flag formation, also looking extremely bullish right here. The bullish flag target we have at roughly 92,000, and then we have a target sitting all the way up at 126,267, virtually $126,300. Send it and let's get it. And let's just look at the monthly, and then we'll go back to the chat. And you can see on the monthly chart, we had 7 green consecutive candles, followed by a red, followed by a green, followed by itty bitty red. And let's see if we can close the month of July back in the green. I think we'll be back in the green, but let me know your thoughts, family. There's the latest with the astrology for the broskies. Now, welcome everyone. If you're just joining the stream, we're live and in the flesh right now. And happy 420. There's 420 people on the stream just like that. Shout out to the X fam. You guys are amazing. Like I said, if anyone reposts the live stream, I will repost your repost, and I'll make sure to be following you as well. In fact, I like to practice what I preach, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I see 15 more notifications, so I'm sure we got a bunch more. Guido says, nothing says I am home more than a live episode of Crypto News Alerts. Good to be home. And I just smashed the follow back button, so I'm now following you, Guido. And I just reposted your post and hearted it. Thank you, brother. It's greatly appreciated. On tonight, Sailing with Twins here. Shout out Sailing, repping South Africa. Just reposted your comment, brother. Greatly appreciate your support. Eric Perez, thank you for re-sharing, Eric's tweet. Chandy, greatly appreciate the support as always. She wrote, the best in the business of the Bitcoin podcasters is live right now to join the CNA fam with JV. Thank you so much, Chandy. You're the bomb diggity. And I just reposted that. And I love Chandy's updated profile image over on X. And the background's pretty lit. So shout out Chandy. Make sure you're following her over on X. She only has 209 followers, yet she has 80,000 plus subs on YouTube. So make sure to follow her on X and also subscribe to the channel. It's Chandy 10 Music. Shout out Mr. Corvette. I greatly appreciate the super, brother. That's very kind of you. I appreciate all the support we can get. Beezy, what's poppin', brother? Good to see you as well. Come on the stream. Thank you, JC. I just see a new repost from you. I just reposted your repost. It's greatly appreciated. Let's try to get a couple of thousand people on. That's the goal. Thank you, brother. Captain Milo, just reposted your repost, brother. Kingston Crypto, I greatly appreciate the repost. Just reposted your repost, brother. K-Jam with the fire. You know how we do. Just reposted the repost, brother. Greatly appreciate that. And I'll be checking throughout the entire stream, so it's not too late. If you guys can repost, it's greatly appreciated. Welcome, everybody. We now have over 500 people on the stream. We're streaming on 3 platforms. We're on X, we're on Rumble, we're on the Tube, and we're just getting this mofo started. Already 4:21 p.m. here. Happy 420, family. Let's go. Shout out Marcus. Shout out Serge. Shout out Fax. Shout out the entire fam. And anyone who subscribes to the channel during the live stream will get an on-screen shout out as well. So let's go. I love that picture. Thank you, JV. Cheers. Right back at you. Thank you for creating the image. Pretty lit. But anyways, fam, let's continue. We do got a lot of news to share with you today. Next story is the latest with the BlackRock inflows. Larry Fink was more recently interviewed on CNBC with Jim Cramer. We covered that a couple of podcast episodes ago. Well, this headline reads, BlackRock's IBIT draws $260 million as Bitcoin ETFs notch the 8th day of inflows. Let's go. The BlackRock iShares Bitcoin Trust gathered $260 million from Bitcoin investors yesterday, July 16th, contributing more than half of all the net inflows into the spot Bitcoin ETFs. On the day, it marked the 8th consecutive day of positive net inflows for the U.S. spot ETFs, reaching $422 million, and is the best performing day since June 5th, according to data from Farside. The Fidelity Wise Origin Bitcoin Fund tallied the second most inflows amongst the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF issuers at $61 million, followed by ARK 21 Shares Bitcoin ETF in third place with roughly 30 million. Meanwhile, VanEck Bitcoin ETF and Invesco Galaxy Bitcoin ETF saw inflows of 20 million, while the Grayscale, Hashdex, and Wisdom Tree issued spot Bitcoin ETFs failed to register an inflow. Meanwhile, BlackRock's Bitcoin stash is now valued back above $20 billion in 6 months, family. Let that sink in. Following its latest purchase of 4,000 Bitcoin and Bitcoin's 3% rise since trading hours closed on Monday. We've had a hell of a pump since the weekend. The fund first exceeded the 20 billion mark in assets under management in late May when Bitcoin fast approached 70,000, making it the world's largest Bitcoin ETF. Of course, obviously, BlackRock is also the largest asset manager in the world. Now, Nate Gerasi, president of the ETF store, praised BlackRock's newly recovered milestone while slamming that suggested only degen retail investors would buy the products. How do you like that, you bunch of degens? It comes 2 days after BlackRock CEO Larry Fink referred to Bitcoin as a legitimate financial instrument that can shield against currency debasement. Now go get your shine box, Larry, if you feel what I'm saying. The price fall was most fueled by concerns over the German government selling nearly 50,000 biddies and news that Mt. Gox is finally prepping to repay over $9 billion to the creditors. So there you have it. And as I shared from a tweet the other day from Samson Mao, the Mt. Gox Bitcoiners are OGs. They're all pre-2014 Bitcoin OGs. So we'd be shocked if 20% of them actually sold. Most of it is going to go directly into cold storage where it belongs, because we're talking about OGs. So I wouldn't be so concerned over the Mt. Gox redistribution. However, if you're a Bitcoin casher, I'd be extremely concerned because that is likely going to dump and tank. So you already know. So protect your biddies with self-custodied protection. You feel me? Hit the like, you bunch of degens. Thank you, Jay Beasy. You read my mind. And welcome everyone joining the stream. I see we have over 600 people live and in the flesh right now. 500 over on X. We got over 100 already on the tube. And shout out to the Rumble fam as well. Let's get it. Let's go. No more shining, Billy. I don't shine shoes no more. You must have not have heard. Now go get your shine box. You'll understand the reference later when I show you guys. It's actually a Max Keiser quote originated from Goodfellas back in the day. B-Trash, that's the one, JBZ. Cold beer and cold storage. It don't get no colder than that. Let's get it, LT. Sometimes we, the family, rely on us to provide the more important. Hit the likes. Thank you. Melda the Pirate. Oh, yeah. Pirate matey. That would be Melda. I'm going to check X again. Like I said, if anyone reposts the live stream with a comment, I'm going to repost and make sure to be following you as well. Marcus Roth, I greatly appreciate the comment that says, let's go. I just reposted that, broski. Who else we got here? Come on, the stream is fine in here. Up in here. Up in here. Yes, and Senator Menendez is definitely a clown. He's the sucker, the fraudster, the huckster, the flim-flam artist who was bashing Bitcoin for criminals using it. And lo and behold, he just got caught, convicted for taking bribes in gold and cash. So Senator Menendez is a clown. We're living in a clown world. It's crazy, right? But yeah. Thank you, Devon. Appreciate the comments as well. She says, let's frickin' go. Exactly what we doing. We on the go. Fear and greed, says Cowboy. Word up. Just followed you back, brother. Appreciate you. Let's get it. But anyways, we're going to keep it moving with the news because we do got a lot to share. If you guys can repost this on X, like I said, I'll repost your repost. Let's get it. See if we can get over 1,000 people on the stream. Shouldn't have a problem. Again, last night we had 2,500 people on the Pump Watch. All because of you guys. So thank you, family. Give it up for yourselves. Yeah, 70 G's still incoming, family. You already know. Last night's Pump Watch was awesome. Glad you enjoyed it, Chris. Planning on doing many more. When we break 66, we'll do another one. Billowette DC. Let's make JV get 1 million subs. That's worthy of a flex. I appreciate it, bro. Where's Brooklyn at? Where's Brooklyn at? Rest in peace to Biggie. Let's go. But anyways, yo. Next story of the day. Let's discuss the latest with the German government. Headline reads, German government was rushing to sell the biddy to maximize liquidity. According to the Arkham intelligence CEO. That's right. The German government was looking to sell its Bitcoin stack as soon as possible without optimizing for the smallest market impact and best profitability. The German government labeled wallets Bitcoin selling patterns, including the large transfers to various crypto centralized exchanges, suggest that the intention was to cash in profits in the short term. According to Arkham Intelligence founder, the transfers to multiple exchanges occurred to maximize the Bitcoin liquidity. Quoting him here, the last thing I would have expected is that they would just go to 5 different exchanges and start market selling. The fact that they are going to so many different exchanges just reads like they're just trying to get as much liquidity from each order book as possible, because otherwise, why wouldn't you just use one? And that's a valid concern there. Now, setting up the accounts and transferring funds to 5 different exchanges is more complicated than selling through a single one. True. Outflows and news surrounding German government's Bitcoin selling have put downward pressure clearly on Bitcoin, hence why we bottomed at 53.5, which was only able to recover from June's downtrend once the government ran out of Bitcoin to sell. In fact, precisely when the German government ran out of biddies, we started pumping. Bitcoin's price was in a downtrend during the month of June, and it only started recovering once the German government ran out of biddies to sell. Bitcoin's price recovered above the 60,000 psychological mark July 14th, a day after the German government labeled wallet ran out of BTC. Now that, my friend, is not a coincidence. The German government selling wasn't the only factor weighing down the Bitcoin price. Also, there's the concern over Mt. Gox incoming creditor repayments, stagnating Bitcoin ETFs, also contributing to the price slump. But according to Arkham's Morale, the volume of the Bitcoin sold by the German government had less impact on the Bitcoin price than the market's reaction to the news. Quoting him here, it could well be that there's 20 billion of Bitcoin volume a day, and the German government selling 60 million a day is easily absorbed. It could also be the case that because there is news of the German government selling, there's 5 billion going out the door on the retail side because they're afraid of getting caught. However, the real opportunity to get long exposure for Bitcoin will come after the market has digested the Mt. Gox repayments, similar to the scenario following the German government Bitcoin selling. According to popular analysts, Runner XBT, the analyst wrote, just like the Germany transfers, eventually they will have no price impact. That's when I hope to go long. So there you go. Shout out to all my diamond hands with laser eyes. Where you at? Make some noise in the live chat. We got over 800 people on the stream. There is a law in Germany that seized goods can show a high risk of depreciation. The officials need to sell immediately. Bitcoin received 90 points of 100 on a risk evaluation. Thanks for the insights, Laser Cat. There is such a thing called arbitrage, that is trading the dollar delta, by the way, on the exchanges, the very thing that killed FTX. And Alameda, preach 60 G's, baby. Mt. Gox holders are just going to hodl exactly right into the cold storage bit stick. You already know. What side of the world you're sailing around now, OG? Are they not like us? Preach, Universal. Keeping an eye on the chart today. I heard that the trolls came out from under the Fiat last night. That is true. They got whacked without you. 100 G's incoming. Send it. 6 figures. Crypto Voodoo. Let's get it. Brooklyn in the building. Crypto surge. Only fresh milk shows higher risk for value depreciation in Germany. I am back, JV. Welcome back. Sailing. Welcome home. 60 G's, baby. What's the second best? I thought you'd never ask.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right?
The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Melva. Forever.
The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Take off.
Trump isn't for Bitcoin because of the Chinese, says NF. Any Mt. Gox holders on here? What's the plan? Yeah, is there anyone from the Mt. Gox era getting repaid? What are you doing with your biddies? Let us know. Maybe we'll do a poll. Nipsey leg up, bull indicator. Oh, we got the Nippinator indicator. Look at that. Look at that. That's a very rare signal right there, family. I think 70,000 incoming. Bitcoin block on the exchange is like moving into a nice neighborhood, putting for a sale sign up in the front of the house and not mowing your lawn. That's a bad neighbor. Amen. 6 mining pools. China has 5 of them. Whoa. China ain't playing no games. Nippinator indicator in the house. Cheers to that. Keep the comments a-flowing, family. Again, anyone who reposts this live stream over on X, I will repost your reposts and make sure to be following you and give you an on-screen shout out. It don't get no more lit. But anyways, next story of the day. Let's discuss the latest with the Ethereum ETF, which is likely to get the green light Monday. Yeah, yo. Let's talk about it. Headline reads, SEC likely to approve Ethereum ETF applications from BlackRock, Van Eck, and Franklin Templeton on Monday. In fact, here's the latest report, Reuters report, that is, citing 3 industry sources indicating the regulator has provided preliminary approval of the ETH ETF apps from asset management giant BlackRock, Van Eck, and Franklin Templeton. The sources say the firm's products will likely receive approval on Monday, then begin trading on Tuesday. Less than a week away, family. Fireworks. The financial firms will need to submit follow-up documents to the SEC this week to receive final approval, according to sources. One of the sources reportedly tells Reuters that all 8 Ethereum ETF applications are expected to launch next week, not just the 3 from BlackRock, Van Eck, and Franklin Templeton. So we're going to have game theory again in full effect. Eric Balchunas, senior ETF analyst at Bloomberg, says that the ETFs are likely to begin trading Tuesday, quoting him here. Hearing, SEC finally gotten back to the issuers today, asking them to return final S1s on Wednesday, including fees, and then request effectiveness on Monday after the close for a Tuesday 7/23 launch. This is provided no unforeseeable last-minute issues, of course. Now, the SEC greenlit the first spot Bitcoin ETFs back in January. I think it was the 10th, and the following day they began trading on the 11th, bringing in billions of dollars worth of the inflows into Bitcoin by market cap. And earlier in the month, multiple firms also filed applications to launch ETFs based on Ethereum rival Solana. So there you have it, yo. I think if the Ethereum ETF goes live, which it is absolutely going to be going live very soon, potentially by this Monday or Tuesday, then next up, more than likely, is going to be Solana and potentially even XRP, as Brad Garlinghouse has been talking about that for quite some time. But let me know your thoughts with the bullishness of the market with the Ethereum ETF. This can bring in a lot of capital, which is a good thing. There is no second best. Keep that in mind. It must have happened between like 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. Flip phone equals the Bitcoin smartphone, is it? Similarly, Bitcoin futures was 1,177 days. Peter Smith's mom is the second best, says Bring Facts. Well, there you have it.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless.
Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-doo. I've got another halving for you.
Bitcoin halving 2028. Where will that send the Bitcoin price? My projection? Infinity and beyond, where no man has gone before. Bitcoin on exchange is loaned to gamblers who short the Bitcoin they do not own. Derivatives. Word. Shout out to the Bitcoin block. What it do? I don't know why more retail buyers don't see the incoming shortage of the biddy. They will buy at 98,000, probably more than likely there, Steve. This hurts every Bitcoin owner. Yeah, well, paper Bitcoin, family, derivatives. They do the same thing in the precious metal markets. I miss Molly. Where is Molly? We haven't seen Molly in a few days, actually. I am doing okay, says Jay-Z. Just needed some vitamin D. Word up. 1,177 days from the Bitcoin to the ETH. How was it for you? I've been better. What's going on, Trini? Can Bitcoin get to the point there are so many people looking for the dip that there are no more dips? Anything is possible. Bitcoin has no top because fiat has no bottom, if you feel what I'm saying. Thank you, Bitcoin for all. I appreciate the repost. I just followed you back, brother, on X. He wrote there's no second best. Listen up and get informed. Just reposted your repost, broski. I appreciate that. James Elsey, I appreciate the repost. Just followed you back, brother. Just hearted you and reposted the repost. Appreciate it. Daddy-O, appreciate you, brother. I just followed you back and I reposted the repost. Thank you. This goes for everyone on X. Anyone who reposts with a quote, I will follow you back. I'll give you a shout out and I'll repost. Let's make it happen. So we appreciate it, family. Thank you, Marcus, for the support as well. Reposting Chandy's post. You guys are amazing. I'll be keeping my eyes on X throughout the stream. We're going to try to get a couple of thousand people here. We already have about 1,000. So you guys are amazing, and we still got about 90 minutes of content to go. So let's continue with our flow. And welcome everyone joining the stream. This is live and interactive. We appreciate it. Let me know where you're tuned in from. I'm broadcasting live right now from Puerto Rico. Shout out Mike. Good to see you. Welcome Devon and the rest of the fam. If y'all don't hear from me for a full week and I didn't give anyone a heads up, I was going away, send a report to the police or something, because nobody in my real life will. Whoa. And I won't just disappear. We're going to keep an eye on you for sure, Chandy. Be safe out there, family. Chandy is the best. Amen. Make sure to subscribe to her channel, Chandy10 Music, and follow her over on X for exclusive Bitcoin music, the #1 Bitcoin music channel, hands down. Her channel is pinned in the live chat as well. And let's keep it moving. We still got more to share. Here's the latest with Trump and Jamie Dimon, aka Jamie Dimon, which I found very alarming. And so I want to read it. I didn't get to read the story yet. I like to do it live and in the flesh with you so you get a genuine reaction from yours truly. But here's the headline that really caught me with intrigue. Trump weighing Bitcoin hater Jamie Dimon for U.S. Treasury. Please say this isn't true. Please say it isn't true, but here we go. Former U.S. President and current Republican ticket nominee, Mr. Trump, said recently if elected, he was considering JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon for his cabinet as Secretary of the Treasury. He also intends to leave Federal Reserve Chairman Jay Powell in place. My recommendation to Trump, let's get rid of Jamie Dimon. Let's not put him as the Secretary of the Treasury. And let's get rid of Jay Powell as well. I think you need to actually get rid of the corruption instead of give them jobs, in my humble opinion. Let me know your thoughts, family. But anyways, Trump's comments stem from an interview with Bloomberg reportedly conducted in late June, published July 16th. It's unclear if the former president's thinking remains the same in the wake of the July 13th assassination attempt. So you got to keep that in mind. This was going back from July 16th, where he was considering, that was 1 month ago from today, ultimately. Using Jamie Dimon. This appears to be the first time Dimon has been publicly linked to a potential Trump administration. The two have had a somewhat cantankerous relationship in the past, with Trump recently calling Dimon a highly overrated globalist. Amen. I would agree with that. Highly overrated con artist, highly overrated criminal, highly overrated huckster, highly overrated flim-flam artist, as Gary Gensler would say. But anyways, that was according to a post Trump did on Truth Social last year. And for his part, Dimon previously urged people to support Trump opponent Nikki Haley for the Republican nomination. During the recent Bloomberg interview, Trump said he had a lot of respect for Jamie Dimon and would consider him for the position of Secretary of the Treasury. And while this doesn't necessarily indicate any serious consideration, the fact Dimon isn't being rolled out could be cause for concern for the crypto and blockchain communities. We all know Jamie Dimon is an enemy of Bitcoin, so it honestly does not fit with, Trump and the new running mate, who are both obviously pro-Bitcoin. So keep that in mind. But nonetheless, don't get it twisted. Jamie is highly invested in Bitcoin. He's actually, his company, JP Morgan Chase, is an authorized participant with BlackRock. But he still goes and does the FUD because that's his agenda at the end of the day, to do the same thing Jim Cramer does, which is mislead you. That's why we don't trust Jamie Dimon. Dimon told Congress that the only true use case for crypto is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance. In fact, we made a song about it.
Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance.
Tell him, Jamie. He said, he added, if I were the government, I'd close it down. Sure you would, Jamie. This despite the fact JP Morgan has its own blockchain token, JP Morgan coin. So obviously he's been embracing crypto for a long time. He just does the rounds. He don't want you touching it. It bears mentioning that Trump has also been negative on Bitcoin and crypto in general in the past. Well, this is true. Back in 2019, President Trump posted expressing his disdain for digital currency, quoting him here, I am not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptos, which are not money, and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air. Apparently, this is way before Trump got orange pilled, because this was roughly 5 years ago. Now, he went on to say that we only have one real currency in the USA. It's stronger than ever, both dependable and reliable. It is by far the most dominant currency anywhere in the world, and it will always stay that way. It is called the US dollar. Trump's stance on Bitcoin appears to have softened in the time since, as he is slated to speak and headline over at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville, July 27th, only 10 more days away. Let me know, family, how many of you are going to be at that conference. I know Chandy is going to be there. I know a lot of you are going to. So yeah, it's going to be pretty lit. Clearly, Trump has been embracing Bitcoin, and ironically, very ironic, 10 days after ultimately coming out and speaking very positive about Bitcoin and Bitcoin adoption in the United States and what he would do if he's elected president. He won't allow a CBDC. He will allow us to exercise our right to self-custody, where Biden's trying to take all that away. 10 days later, assassination attempt on his life. 10 days after, you know what I mean, coming out and speaking positively about Bitcoin. So things that make you go, And now in 10 days from today, he'll be speaking at Nashville. It's going to be pretty lit. There's going to be over 20,000 attendees. You're also going to have RFK Jr. You're going to have Max and Stacy there lighting it up. You're going to have, Michael Saylor. You're going to have Bill Miller. A lot of folk, a lot of influencers. Kathy Wood. JP Morgan Coin is a partner with Ripple. Go figure, NF. Dimon as a treasury SEC is very disconcerting. I hope Saylor's time with Trump convinces him otherwise. Amen to that, Guido. Nacho cheese, nacho keys. Thanks for the reminder, JBZ. That's fact. If Musk can put Tesla in orbit, we need a Bitcoin satellite, says Bob. I got you. Totally forgot JV was streaming a pump watch last night. Sorry, Chandy and JV. It's all good in the hood. All good. We had a lot of fun on that watch. We now have over 1,000 people on the stream. Shout out to X. The majority of you guys are on X. Shout out to Rumble in the Tube. Let's go. We're just getting rolling. We're going to be streaming at least for another hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to check X again. And again, anyone who reposts this over on X, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to repost your repost. And I'm also going to shout you out live and in the flesh right now. So I appreciate it. Bear markets provide the greatest accumulation opportunity. Word up. This is true. Bear markets are time for accumulating. There is no second best. Listen up and get informed. Appreciate it. And thanks everyone just tuning in to the live stream. We're broadcasting again on X right now. We're on Rumble and on YouTube. We're streaming on 3 platforms as we do each and every day. You feel me? But we still got a lot more news to share. I'm going to be diving into our feature story of the day here shortly. I'm just going to kick it in the comments for a few more moments with you guys, and then we'll continue with the news, and then we'll do some live Q&A and all that fun stuff. Shout out Greg as treasurer, big deal. The office of the comptroller. Now that would really suck. CBDC is the most absurd program to promote the way the current system is ran. Amen. That's why we need people and presidents that are anti-CBDC, central bank digital currency, because it's ultimately fiat money enslavement system, but even worse. Because here's the thing. It's programmable fiat money. So think of the fiat dollar where they can just print unlimited amounts and destroy you with hyperinflation. Well, imagine if your money was programmable and you had to spend it with an expiration date, encouraging you to never be able to save because there's no incentive to save. That's precisely what we're dealing with. The beauty of Bitcoin, it separates money from the state. We don't trust the state. F the state. Money, right? We have perfect money, and Bitcoin is their Achilles heel of the central banking cartels. It literally severs the head of the central banks. So they know it's a threat, of course. And because they can't control it, it's immutable. It don't matter what politics there are. Bitcoin's going to continue to do its thing. TikTok next block. Every 10 minutes, we're going to have a halving virtually every 4 years. And Bitcoin's going to do what it do. Shout out Jesse Oro. There's always Bitcoin node in orbit. Amen. Live with JV. Smash the like. Shout out Rudy. What it do? There's almost 500 watching on X earlier than the YouTube. Well, right now, there is roughly 1,000 people on X because X is superior to YouTube for whatever reason. Probably I'm still shadow banned if I was to guess, because last night we had 2,500 people on X and 20 on YouTube. So while there's 2,500 people on X watching the stream, there's only 20 people watching on YouTube. That was our story last night. Mind-boggling, but that's just YouTube. What are you going to do? What do you call those who hodl fiat and hoard fiat as a store of value? Suckers. What do you call a CBDC? A central bank digital crooked, I don't know. What do you call a CBDC? What do you call it? A sucker's play. I call it, that's what we call it, inhales the CBD. But anyways, family, now for our featured story of the day. I'm going to be sharing Max Keiser's $1 million price prediction he just tweeted earlier today, along with some more recent tweets from Max. I'm also going to be sharing a $10 million price prediction from Rich Dad author Robert Kiyosaki, as well as some very bullish predictions from other major influencers. So let's start right here with this tweet from Max. Conversely, Bitcoin price keeps heading to $1 million as the devil's fear-based fiat world keeps crumbling. Faith beats fear every time. Read my piece in the Bitcoin magazine entitled Buy Love, Sell Fear. That's a classic piece he released back in October of 2023. If you haven't checked out that article, make sure to check it out, and shout out to the high priest, Max Keiser. He also recently wrote, this was on the 15th, 2 days ago. My understanding is that Trump, when he wins, is announcing a plan to do a sailor for the U.S. Treasury at the Bitcoin conference. Could you imagine Bitcoin being adopted as a strategic reserve asset for the United States of America, for the U.S. Treasury? Well, that's what he's talking about right here. This would be extremely bullish, not just for Bitcoin, but clearly for the United States of America. Also, in a recent interview he shared, once you get into Bitcoin pretty quickly, you start to realize it is unconfiscatable. It's inflation proof. It is mine. No one else can take it from me, and the purchasing power is going up forever. And he continues, Michael Saylor works for me. Larry Fink works for me. Those are my employees. When you turn on CNBC and Larry Fink's there talking about how great Bitcoin is, 2 years ago, he thought it was shit. Now he's like, oh, I believe in it. And you're like, thank you, Larry. I'm up another 10%. Thanks to you, Larry. You're doing a good job, Larry. Now go get your shine box, Larry. Epic. I love this quote. It is amazing. I love Max when he rants like that. Clearly, that's the reference from Goodfellas. Now go get your shine box. Classic. I love Savage Max Keiser, and he actually says that in this interview. That's verbatim, word for word. I transcribed it. So also make sure, guys, you're following the Huddle House Studio over on X. It's a new account. It's all purely Max and Stacy and Bukele. I'm actually a content creator on the account called The Delicate, so I actually can post directly from there. I actually posted this video and transcribed it, reposted, and all that fun stuff. But show Max and Stacy your support, family. Now, in other tweets, they also shared, and this was actually last year in 2023, if only 5% of that money ends up in Bitcoin, referring to the total addressable market, you're talking about a price of $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 per Bitcoin, which of course is a target now within reach. If Larry Fink over at BlackRock, the $9 trillion gun, is going to start firing bullets at this little Bitcoin target. And lo and behold, that's precisely what Larry Fink ended up doing. So Max nailed it. Once again, this dude's prophetic. For real. So last year, he called it. And back then, they were only worth $9 trillion. Now they're worth, I believe it's 10.6 billion or 10.8 billion because they're up, trillion, because they're up almost $1 trillion on their Bitcoin investment, which is mind-boggling, right? So now for this other prediction, Robert Kiyosaki predicts 10 million Bitcoin. We're going to be sharing that, but let's start with his tweet. This was about a week ago, I'm going to guess. Let's look at the timestamp. July 3rd, so 2 weeks ago. Here's what he wrote. Boom, going bust. Technical charts indicate the biggest crash in history coming. Prices of real estate, stocks, bonds, gold, silver, and Bitcoin crash. Great news. Good time to buy bargains will follow. Technical charts indicate major long-term bull market cycle will follow, starting a bull market climb in late 2025, raising prices for years. This bull market cycle is the boom gold, silver, and Bitcoin investors have been waiting for. Their patience will be rewarded. This is the long-term bull market cycle they knew had to come. They know it has to come because the U.S. is the biggest debtor nation in history. They know this long cycle bull market is coming because they know faith and confidence in fake money is dissolving. They know history will repeat. They know what happened to Germany's Reichsmark and the Zimbabwe dollar. They know more and more people are finally waking up. They know after the crash, the long cycle bull market for gold, silver, and Bitcoin will begin. They know after the crash, gold, silver, and Bitcoin will once again begin climbing to hit all-time highs. Gold possibly $15,000 an ounce. Silver possibly $110 an ounce. Bitcoin easily to $10 million per coin. They know to be patient. They know their time has arrived. Take care. Now, I want to point something out here, which I find interesting. He says gold possibly. Possibly means he's not that sure. He's just hopeful. He also says it for silver, possibly $110 an ounce. Notice for Bitcoin, he doesn't use the term possibly. Notice he uses the term easily, which means he has confidence that Bitcoin is going to hit $10 million per coin, but he's not that confident in gold even hitting 15,000 or silver hitting $110 an ounce. So read between the lines. That's very powerful. If you know what I'm saying, Bitcoin will easily hit 10 million. Gold might possibly hit 15,000, right? Let me know if you understand what I'm saying there. So yeah, we know Kiyosaki has been very bullish on Bitcoin for a very long time. Now let's talk about some of these other bullish predictions from other big influencers. Let's discuss Cathie Wood. She's going to be speaking at the Bitcoin conference as well here coming up. Next week. Jack Dorsey also, obviously the founder of Twitter. They both believe Bitcoin will go to 1 million. And in fact, we had actually covered Cathie Wood's updates over the recent months this year. She believes Bitcoin could climb as high, I think, as 3.8 million by 2030. So she's gotten that much more bullish, which is a beautiful thing. We also have billionaire venture capitalist Shamath P., who is an early investor in Bitcoin, Tesla, and Facebook. He is bullish on Bitcoin, believing Bitcoin can smash $500,000 per coin by October 2025, which is $500,000 per BTC. We also have the old man analyst Peter Brandt. He says $200,000 by late 2025. Warren Buffett, who really cares what that guy thinks? He's the infamous one who shared, Bitcoin is rat poison squared. And then lo and behold, Charlie Munger, his homie, his partner in crime, passed. He must have ate some of that rat poison, but nonetheless, enemies of Bitcoin shall all perish. It's only a matter of time. Old money, move out the way and make way for the BTC, for the Bitcoin way. It's the Bitcoin slang. It's the Bitcoin way. But anyways, fam, let me know if you agree, disagree with Max Keiser's bullish prediction that Bitcoin will continue towards reaching $1 million as fiat money is continued to be doomed. Do you believe Bitcoin will soar forever as it has no top, just as fiat has no bottom? What are your thoughts on Jack Dorsey and Cathie Wood's 1 million price prediction? Again, conservative, because Cathie Wood recently upped those numbers as high as 3.8 million in a bullish scenario. Let me know your thoughts. My personal perception is I believe the year preceding the following halving, the next halving scheduled to take place in 2028, I think sometime in 2029, we're likely to hit the 7-figure milestone. I feel it's destiny. We hit the 6-figure milestone this cycle. Hopefully it's this year. I'm betting on it for this year. However, if it's next year, it's all good. Bigger picture, we haven't hit the cycle peak yet. We're just getting started. Previous all-time high, previous cycle was 69,000. We tapped it November 10th of 2021. I personally feel we would have hit 6 figures. The previous cycle, purely retail driven, but we had scamsters and fraudsters and flim-flam artists working with Gary Gensler, such as FTX's Bankman-Fried, now serving 25 years in prison. However, now we're still more discounted than the previous all-time high back in 2021. Keep that in mind. Any price sub 70,000 is a buying opportunity. This is a discount. It's like going in a time machine, right? Because it's not going to be this price for long. Eventually we'll be 6 figures. You may never see another $60,000, $70,000 Bitcoin price ever again. And then you're going to be praying, oh my God, please, Satoshi, drop the price back down so I can stack more sats. Please don't say it's too late. Please don't say it's too late. Buy. Seize the moment. These are opportunities. Buying opportunities, that is. 225,000 by the end of the year, says JC Ice. I love it. Multiple 6 figures. Let's make it happen. I like 500,000 in late 2025. Me too, Laser. Let's make it happen. 100,000 this year for sure. How much 2025 is the question. Amen. I see 100,000 beginning September. My personal prediction, I've been preaching virtually every day. Anywhere from 222,000 is the cycle low. Shout out to Bring Facts on that one. And as high as 750,000 for this cycle peak. I think this cycle peak will peak next year in 2025. But let me know your thoughts, fam. And welcome to the Q&A segment of the live show. I'm going to go ahead and download this new music video in the background so we can play it for the fam here in a moment. It's a song dedicated to you guys. And in the meantime, we'll play a little jammy jam dedicated to the CNA fam as well called Bitcoin Cheers.
Making our way for Bitcoin today takes everything we've got. Taking a break from political worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to make Fiat go away?
Yeah, please.
All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail.
And appreciate everyone tuned in right now. We're still streaming on 3 platforms. We're live on X, we're live on Rumble, we're live on the Tube. We'll be streaming at least for the next hour. So please repost this. And as I promised, I'll repost everyone's reposts. Let's go.
And you knew you needed somebody, so you caught the tiger by its tail. And your Bitcoin life feels like a rodeo. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our Bitcoin love is all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Yeah, where everyone knows your name, only on CNA. A shout out to the fam. You can't keep JV down. Amen. Amen. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and upload this video. My screen may turn black as it's uploading. It may take a moment, but we're going to be premiering a brand new music video that Chandy created to a brand new track we premiered yesterday, late last night on the Pump Watch. So give me a second to load her up. It's going to switch to a black screen just for a moment. I appreciate it, family. Just give me a second. I'm going to continue playing our Jammy Jam.
Roll out of bed, Fiat is dead. The BTC is looking bright. The BTC's looking bright. And the shrink ran off to El Salvador and didn't even write. And your husband wants to be a girl. Be glad there's one podcast in the world where everybody knows your name. Everybody knows your name. We're always glad you came. Let's party. I'm not sleeping tonight. I'll be all yours if you will be all mine.
1 second, I'll reset that. I just got it uploaded here, family. Brand new music video. So dedicated to the fam here. We're gonna play it. Enjoy.
What's up, family? Is the Bitcoin going up? Y'all are staying up late with me. This is the best night of my life. Let's party. I'm not sleeping tonight. I'll be all yours if you will be all mine. The bump, hippie, skippy, pump, party, pump, pump, the bitty. It's a pump watch party. JV stayed up late to party with us. Yip, yip, bitty, whoopee. Send the Bitcoin, da, doing, 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 lunar up. Why do you build me up, build me up, build me up? Just to go and dip back down, and mess me around. I'm kidding, we trust you, BTC. Our pretty little bitty's going up. But then festival, you'll never fall too far. Sexy little bitty, when you say you will never crash, never crash. I believe you and love you. It's watch party time, CNA style. We will talk all night, we'll be alone. Don't worry, boys, we can't fight. We're too far away, and we would need to be close. I'll fight anyone. Who's bringing the pizza? Who's bringing the popcorn? It's a crypto news alert watch party. It's a CNA family slumber party. Pretty little bitty going up. Jen is wearing comfy PJs. Juju is ready to dance. I wanna play truth or dare. Wear PJs and dance. What are the guys gonna do? Probably look at charts, but CNA sisters know how we do what we do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Party time, bitty up time. I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, Bitcoin, you'll never break my heart. JV, light up the stage and let's play some games. Any kind of game, pretty please. JV, spin the bottle. What, it was a joke. Bitcoin party, silly joke. I'll be over at 10 when the watch party begins. Team CNA, I'll wait with you and then like a dragon roars. We will watch the Bitcoin soar. It's you I trust. Fiat let me down again. Hey, hey, bitty, bitty, gotta be mine. Hey, 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 a little time, and BTC will make us happy. Hey, 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 we'll be home free. I'll be on the live chat, cheering with my bitty family. Ooh,
Hello, fight.
Pretty little bitty going up.
Pretty lit. Wow, I love the new video. Thank you for putting that together, Chandy. Everyone subscribe to her channel, Chandy 10 Music. Channel is pinned in the live chat. Welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live show. We're going to be streaming for the next hour. Greatly appreciate everyone's support. We already have 1,300 plus people on the stream. I'm going to check X again. Like I said, if anyone reposts this, I'm going to repost your repost and make sure to be following you over on X. Thank you, Eric, for another repost. He wrote, live chewing bubblegum and kicking ass. Greatly appreciate that, broski. Just reposted the repost. Good-ish. But anyways, family, feel free to ask me anything you like. And welcome to the Q&A segment. Chandy's music is going to the Bitcoin conference. How cool will it be playing her music, JV? Well, she's absolutely going to be there. If they play her music, that is phenomenal. That would make my day. So, oh, good. I put that pic in twice. Yeah, I enjoy the pillow fight pic. Those are very nice images. So thank you for putting that together. That music video up on your channel yet? Let us know. Good stuff. Chandy is a savage. Amen, Marcus. She's the best. Best Bitcoin music creator, hands down. Her numbers speak for themselves. They are not playing my music. They don't know me. Not yet. Give it a year. I am pretty confident every conference is going to be playing her music. And everyone in Bitcoin will be listening to her music and her playlist. Mark my words. Nope. Going to put it up after the stream, JB. Right on. So you just saw it here exclusively here first, family. That music video is going to be added to her channel in a little bit. So be on the lookout for it and make sure to comment, leave your feedback. It'll definitely help with the algorithm. Shout out everyone just joining the stream. Happy July 17th, pod episode number 1703. I'm going to end the live poll so we can see what the results are here. I asked the family a little earlier, when 70,000? And here's what you guys said. We're going to end the poll right now. Here we go. Results will be posted in the chat. Should be. There we go. Okay, so when 70,000 biddy, 44% of you said before the end of July, 31% of you said August, 13% of you said this weekend, and 10% of you said within 48 hours. Word up. So the majority of you do believe we recapture 70,000 before the end of the month, which means within the next couple of weeks. With 100,000, your music is basics. Got a dip out for a bit. Lightning storm. Be safe out there. Steve, catch up with you on the Rumble when it passes. Amen, family. And shout out to the Rumble fam and X fam also here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually end the YouTube broadcast, and we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod. That way we can continue uncensored for the extension, here. So if you're on YouTube, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. If you're on X or Rumble, you're golden. But the YouTube stream is about to end. The direct Rumble link to continue with the after party is rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. Again, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. And I'll see you on X and Rumble for the after party. Let's go. Cool. And YouTube